Your Apple TV right now cannot display 8K, it tops out at 4K 60. It cannot run games above 60 frames. It has no smart home hub built in. The HDR is inconsistent. Dark scenes look crushed. And if you've ever tried cloud gaming on it, you already know that experience is painful. Apple knows this, and if the rumors are right, they're about to fix all of it at once, with a device that could redefine what a premium tech investment looks like in your living room. This is the Apple TV Vision Pro, and it is not a streaming box anymore. The question is whether it's worth the price, and more importantly, whether you should wait for it or buy something else right now. Let's start with the screen output because this is where everything changes. First, 8K at 240Hz. That's the headline. But what does that actually mean in your living room? Right now, most streaming boxes, including the current Apple TV, send a 4K 60 signal. That's fine for regular TV watching. But 240Hz means the TV and the box are talking to each other 240 times per second. Motion looks cleaner, sports look different. High frame rate content actually plays the way it was meant to be seen. And for gaming, this part matters a lot. There's reportedly a dedicated 4K 240Hz gaming mode with auto low latency mode built in. That means the moment you launch a game, the TV switches automatically into its lowest latency state. No going into settings, no manual toggles, it just happens. This is a performance benchmark that almost no streaming device currently hits, and it positions Apple TV Vision Pro as a legitimate gaming platform, not just a media player. The gaming side of this thing is actually serious. Apple Arcade Pro support, cloud gaming integration, and ray tracing capability all built into the same box. 240Hz low latency game response means your inputs arrive on screen faster than almost any TV setup currently available. And this is significant because the existing Apple TV 4K had an 8GB RAM ceiling. Gaming felt limited by design. Apple TV Vision Pro reportedly comes with 32GB of RAM and 2TB of storage. That is not a streaming box spec. That is closer to what you'd expect in a workstation. The A19 Vision Pro chip, the same class of silicon Apple is building toward for spatial computing, is doing the heavy lifting here. And with the neural cinema engine on top of that, the device isn't just playing what you feed it, it's actively improving what you watch in real time. Here's where it gets interesting. AI HDR correction, AI 8K upscaling, AI motion clarity. None of these are passive features, they run frame by frame. If you're watching an older movie that wasn't graded well, the device tries to correct the HDR map automatically. If you're watching a 1080p stream, it upscales it toward 8K in real time using Apple Intelligence processing. If a soccer ball moves across the screen too fast and blurs, the motion clarity engine is trying to sharpen the edges between frames. Will it always get this right? No. AI enhancement on film content is a real debate right now. Some directors hate it. Some people love it. Apple will need to give users direct control over which processing is on and which is off. Otherwise, this becomes a trust issue, not a feature. But if they execute this well, the upgrade value becomes undeniable. You're not just buying better hardware. You're buying ongoing picture quality improvements that apply to everything you already own and watch. The display support list is dense, but a few things stand out. OLED and mini LED auto calibration means the box detects what type of panel you have and adjusts its output accordingly. A mini LED TV handles local dimming differently than an OLED. Right now, no streaming box does this automatically. Cinema Black Mode is a separate setting that appears to optimize output specifically for dark scene content, the type of content where current Apple TV struggles most. Deep blacks and dark scenes have been a consistent complaint for years. This is Apple acknowledging that problem directly and building a solution at the silicon level. Dolby Vision Pro HDR10 Plus Adaptive IMAX Enhanced Mode. All three of the major HDR standards are here. That matters because the current Apple TV supports Dolby Vision, but not HDR10+. Some content on certain platforms streams in HDR10+. Apple was leaving picture quality on the table. Not anymore. Now the connectivity. HDMI 2.1b, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4. HDMI 2.1b is the latest version of the standard and is what actually makes 8K 240Hz physically possible through a single cable. Wi-Fi 7 supports significantly higher throughput than Wi-Fi 6, which matters for 8K streaming over a home network or from a local server. Bluetooth 5.4 covers everything from headphones to game controllers with lower latency than previous versions. And then there's Thread and Matter. This is the part of Apple TV Vision Pro that most people will overlook but will use every single day. Thread is a low-power mesh networking protocol for smart home devices. Matter is the universal smart home standard that Apple, Google, and Amazon all agreed to support. Having both built into Apple TV Vision Pro means this device becomes the central hub for your entire smart home. Lights, locks, thermostats, cameras, all controlled without needing a separate HomePod or hub device. Apple Intelligence Home Control is layered on top of that. So instead of opening an app or saying a voice command, you can potentially use gesture control or natural language to adjust your entire home from the couch. This is where the premium tech argument starts to make sense. You're not just upgrading your TV experience, you're consolidating your smart home infrastructure into one device. Speaking of sound, because this is an area where Apple TV has never been taken seriously as a competitor. Spatial cinema audio, Dolby Atmos, DTS-X, room mapping audio, HomePod 4.1 sync. Room mapping audio is particularly interesting. The device actually analyzes your room's acoustic shape and adjusts the audio output accordingly. Your living room is not a cinema. The sound behaves differently. Apple is trying to compensate for that in real time. AI Voice Boost cleans up dialogue intelligibility, which is a massive complaint with modern streaming content where dialogue gets buried under music and effects. Bass Balance adjusts low-frequency output so you're not waking up the rest of the house at 11 p.m. These are not just spec additions. These are direct responses to real complaints Apple TV users have had for years about audio quality in non-HomePod setups. And if you do have a HomePod setup, 4.1 surround sync is now supported. That means 4 HomePods plus 1 HomePod mini as a center channel. If you've built toward a HomePod audio setup, Apple TV Vision Pro is designed to complete it. This is ecosystem investment at work. Apple rewards loyalty with integration. The camera and interaction features might be the most quietly important part of this entire device. FaceTime 4K camera support with center stage. That means your living room TV becomes a FaceTime surface, not just your iPhone or iPad. The camera tracks you as you move around the room and keeps you centered in frame automatically. Gesture control means you can interact with the interface without using a remote. Wave your hand, navigate a menu. This is direct carryover from the spatial computing work Apple is doing with the Vision Pro headset. They're bringing that interaction model to the TV. Siri AI, powered by Apple Intelligence, is the core of how all of this ties together. It's not just voice commands. Apple Intelligence can now connect what you're watching, what devices are on in your home, what your family preferences are, and what time it is, and make suggestions or take actions based on that full picture. This is the difference between a smart device and an intelligent one. Multi-view sports mode, live stats overlay, security camera grid view, spatial video playback. These are the features that tell you who Apple TV Vision Pro is actually for. Multi-view sports allows you to watch 4 live games simultaneously on one screen. Live stats overlay places real-time player and game data directly over the broadcast, similar to what NFL Sunday Ticket offers, but potentially across more sports and platforms. Security camera grid means you can pull up every camera in your home on the TV without switching apps. That's a use case that currently requires third-party apps and workarounds. Spatial video playback and Vision Pro Sync are the connection point between Apple TV and the Vision Pro headset. Content you shoot or buy in spatial video format, the 3D video format Apple has been building, can be played back on your TV with depth effect or sync directly to the headset experience. This is Apple building an ecosystem bridge, not just a product. Immersive 3D movie mode, Apple Fitness Plus body tracking, family profiles, kids mode, privacy lock with Face ID camera support. The family features deserve their own moment. Family profiles mean every person in the house gets their own recommendation engine, their own watch history, their own content settings. Kids mode creates a completely separate safe environment that parents control. Privacy lock with Face ID means kids or anyone else can't access your profile or payment methods without your face. Apple Fitness Plus body tracking through the TV camera is genuinely new. It means full body fitness sessions tracked in real time without needing an iPhone propped up or an Apple Watch. Your living room becomes a tracked workout space. So here's the real question. Is Apple late with all of this? Sort of. Roku, Google TV, and Amazon Fire have been adding smart home integrations for a while. Nvidia Shield has supported high frame rate gaming since before Apple TV started taking gaming seriously. Samsung and LG have their own AI processing built into their TVs. But Apple's answer is different. It's not one feature that's best, it's integration. The Apple TV Vision Pro is designed so that every layer, the chip, the AI processing, the smart home, the audio, the display calibration, the FaceTime camera, the fitness tracking, all talks to each other using Apple Intelligence as the engine. Whether that integration works as smoothly as Apple is promising is the real test. Apple has a strong track record with Silicon and a mixed track record with Siri. If Apple Intelligence genuinely connects all of these features intelligently, this becomes something no competitor can replicate quickly. If Siri is still slow and inconsistent, a lot of this becomes impressive spec paper that doesn't deliver in daily use. The other thing Apple needs to get right is content access. 8K content is still extremely limited. 8K streaming from Netflix, Disney+, Apple TV+, that infrastructure does not fully exist yet. Apple can ship an 8K machine, but if the streaming platforms aren't ready, that spec sits unused for the first year or two. The 2TB storage does help here. Downloaded content in 8K from Apple TV Plus could play locally at full quality even before streaming 8K becomes widespread. That's a smart hedge, and it's something Apple can control. They can ensure their own platform supports the hardware they're selling. But the broader streaming ecosystem is out of their hands, and that creates a timing risk for early adopters. Now let's talk price, because this is where the investment conversation becomes very real. The current Apple TV 4K costs $129. It does not do most of what we've talked about. If Apple TV Vision Pro launches at a premium price, which seems almost certain given the hardware inside, we're likely looking at somewhere between $719 and $1,199. That's not a guess pulled from nowhere. That's based on the component cost, the silicon class, the storage capacity, and where Apple has historically priced flagship devices. At $799, this becomes a serious consideration for anyone building or upgrading a home theater. At $1,199, it's competing directly with mid-tier gaming consoles and high-end soundbars. The question becomes whether the people who need everything in this device would prefer buying a dedicated gaming console, a high-end TV with its own AI processing built in, and a separate smart home hub, or one box that handles all of it. That's the argument Apple has to win. Not spec by spec, but as a single purchase that replaces 3 or 4 separate devices and does all of them well. Here's the performance benchmark that matters most. If you buy an Xbox Series X, that's $499. If you buy a Sonos Arc soundbar, that's $899. If you buy a Samsung SmartThings hub, that's $99. If you buy a 4K streaming box, that's another $129. You're at $626 for 4 separate devices that do not talk to each other seamlessly. Apple TV Vision Pro, if priced at $999, gives you all of that in one ecosystem with one interface and one learning curve. That's the upgrade value proposition. It's not about being the cheapest, it's about being the most cohesive. And for people already invested in Apple's ecosystem, iPhone, iPad, Mac, HomePod, Apple Watch, this becomes the central nervous system of the home. So should you wait for it or buy something else right now? Here's the verdict. If you already own an Apple TV 4K and it works fine for your needs, wait. The current device is still getting software updates and supports most major streaming services. You're not missing anything critical today. If you're building a new home theater setup from scratch and you're already in the Apple ecosystem, wait. The integration benefits of Apple TV Vision Pro will be worth it, especially if you're planning to add smart home devices, HomePods, or a Vision Pro headset in the next 2 years. If you're a gamer and you're trying to decide between this and a PlayStation 5 or Xbox, that depends on what you play. If you're deep into Apple Arcade or cloud gaming and you want one device that also handles all your media, wait for Apple TV Vision Pro. If you play AAA console exclusives, buy the console. Apple is not replacing that experience yet. If you don't care about 8K, you don't care about smart home integration, and you just want to watch Netflix and YouTube, do not wait. Buy a $129 Apple TV 4K or $50 Roku. You don't need this device, and the price will not justify the features you won't use. Here's what makes this launch different. Apple is not trying to compete with Roku on price. They're trying to redefine what a living room hub is worth. The current market separates gaming, streaming, smart home, and fitness into different product categories. Apple is betting that there's a premium tier of buyer who wants all of that unified under one intelligent system and is willing to pay for it. If that buyer exists in large enough numbers, Apple TV Vision Pro becomes the flagship product that pulls people deeper into the ecosystem. If that buyer doesn't exist, or if the price is too high, this becomes a niche product for Apple superfans and early adopters. One more thing worth saying directly. The reason this matters for the US market specifically is because this is where Apple's ecosystem penetration is deepest. HomePod adoption, Apple Fitness Plus subscribers, Vision Pro early adopters, Matter-compatible smart home devices. All of these are strongest in the United States. Apple is building this product for the market where the ecosystem lock-in is already working. If you're outside that ecosystem, the value drops significantly. This is not a universal upgrade, it's a targeted one. Apple TV Vision Pro is not a streaming box anymore. It is an 8K 240Hz AI cinema machine built for people who want Apple's vision of the future sitting inside their living room right now. Whether Apple delivers everything it's promising is the question this entire product lives or dies on. But if they do, the living room gets a very different kind of device in 2025. And the companies that thought Apple TV was still just a hobby product will have to start taking it seriously. The performance benchmarks are there. The premium tech argument is there. The question is whether the price matches the value and whether you're the buyer Apple built this for. If you are, this could be worth the wait and worth the investment. If you're not, there are cheaper ways to watch TV.